Thank you for accepting our invitation to witness the opening of the Rwanda country office here in the Kigali Heights. For us as AWF, especially AWF Rwanda, it's an important milestone that we're actually achieving right now because we're now closer to the people we work with and therefore will be more effective in our conservation efforts here in Rwanda. The investment in this office is a clear expression of AWF's commitment to the country's conservation efforts. I'd like to thank you all once again for making time to come and celebrate with us. And if you allow, I'll invite AWF CEO Kadu Sebunya and Your Excellency to kindly come and open officially the AWF Rwanda country's office.
Let me take this opportunity to welcome you all to our newest office in the African Wildlife Foundation stable. But before I proceed, allow me to recognize the presence of some of other patrons of our park, especially in their capacities as trustees of AWF. Your Excellency, we are so excited and glad that you made the time to come here. I know there's another patron of ours, His Excellency President Yusuf Mahmoud, who is not unwell this morning, but he should have been here today. We send our regards. President Mohai too, who was supposed to be here this evening, he couldn't make it today. He's also our trustees of the board. The three individuals have been reckless in their dedication and commitment to Africa's conservation efforts. Your Excellencies, you are representing them here. We sincerely appreciate the support you have extended to AWF. Thank you for your continued support. We would also not be here without the support of the Rwanda government, who pulled all the stops to ensure we faced no hurdles in opening this office. We have been here for 4 years, but you could see the stakes are rising, and this is a demonstration of our commitment to Rwanda and our commitment to the biodiversity and the people of Rwanda. I'm humbled and extremely delighted at the same time to witness the fulfillment of an organizational dream of opening the office. The Rwanda office will give us a good footprint in the Central and East African region, while at the same time reinforcing our commitment to conservation efforts. The opening of this office is a clear manifestation of the importance we attach to Rwanda's role in the biodiversity protection and an acknowledgement of the huge strides that the government and her partners have made in the habitat production. Rwanda has made a name for herself globally as a leader in biodiversity conservation, with groundbreaking and highly recognized work in the conservation of the mountain gorillas. And we have been partners for 4 years. The government has also led from the front by showing the communities staying next to the protected areas and conservation areas do not feel alienated, but rather they feel part and parcel of the conservation efforts through the revenue sharing schemes. I believe that this is one of the areas that many other governments on the continent should borrow a leaf from, because no conservation efforts can be successful without the active support and input of people who bear the pain of living next to wildlife. The office will further cement our partnership with the government again in our mutual desire to see a thriving habitat, extensive wildlife in a modern Africa. My expectation is that those of you who are based in the country office, our staff and colleagues, will give it all yours. Act professionally, always, engage and support communities that work with you, and the goal being to leave a positive impact and importantly leaving a mark in the country's conservation efforts. Thank you very much, and I welcome Your Excellency to give your remarks. Thank you.
My dear brother, Kadu Sebuyana, CEO of African Wildlife Foundation, distinguished guests present today, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to take this opportunity to extend my heartfelt thanks to all the invited guests who have honored our invitation to be here with us to commemorate the opening of this country office. I consider the opening of this office a huge milestone and a turning point in our conservation efforts in this beautiful country. On behalf of the board, I must commend the CEO and management for ensuring that the dream of opening an office here has been actualized, and recognize the huge efforts and expertise it took in making this day a reality. This office will serve as a focal point for Rwanda's conservation efforts, a country who focused very much on conservation is all about people. It's not only about wildlife and wildlands, and has shown a best practice and example in bringing about people into conservation arena. The office will, I think, its proximity will mean that liaison with government and other agencies focused on conservation will be much better aligned and become efficient. I must say, this partnership could not have come at a better time, a time when the government is intensifying conservation efforts across the country. I'm glad that our partnership with the government of Rwanda has been cemented further, and we will continue to explore new ways of working together for our mutual benefit. I also see this office playing the role of a magnet in attracting even more investments in environmental conservation in Rwanda. From where I stand, I see this office becoming the nexus around which Rwanda's conservation efforts will resolve. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I would once again like to take this opportunity to thank all partners who are here today and urge you to continue working with us in our efforts to consolidate conservation efforts in this beautiful country, Rwanda. I thank, at this juncture, the government and the people of Rwanda to take leadership, in taking leadership in the African continent. I thank you for your kind attention.